Hello everybody. Hi Chris, hi Kristen. How are you today? Right, just getting started here. So I don't know if you saw my post just a few minutes ago. So as you know, I do my filming now in the grandkids' bedroom because that way I can close the door and I'm not disturbed by anything. And our lab Tally, she often comes in here. She loves the grandkids, and when they stay overnight, she'll come and get up on the bed for while we're reading stories, and sometimes she'll stay asleep on the bed for a while after the kids go to sleep. And she started coming here and getting up on the bed while I'm kind of getting ready to film, so it's quite cute. But someone came to the door about 10 minutes ago and she ran downstairs, so I've shut the door now, and she's not in here. But my husband gave her a bath this morning, so there's kind of a wet dog smell in here now. I've got the fan running on low, so hopefully you can't hear it, but I'm hoping it will get rid of the doggy smell. But I expect I'll get used to it. She's nice and clean, but you know. So anyway, we're going to be talking about this lovely card kit, the Gorgeous Posies, today, and I'm going to show you inside this. It comes in this really, really nice box that would be a lovely gift for somebody with or without the cards. So I'm going to be showing you that in a minute, but let's, before I start talking about that, let's talk about a few other things. I've got quite a lot of stuff going on at the moment, so let me put that to one side and let me talk about paper pumpkins. So what is today? Today is the 8th, so we've got 2 more days. So this month's paper pumpkin is called Summer Nights, and if you want to subscribe to it, if you want to get it this month, you need to sign up by the 10th. And it's a really fun one this month. Stampin' Up! Every now and again comes up with something different. So what it is, so you get it delivered to your doorstep in this lovely box here, which is about like this big. And it's a fully inclusive kit, so there's nothing that you need to add. It comes with adhesive and glue dots and dimensionals and a little ink spot and stamp set and everything you need. So this month's kit will have 8 cards and envelopes, and then they're doing something different. They've got these little, I don't know if you can see them here in the picture, these are tea light holders, so luminaries, I think what they're sometimes called. They're little bags that are made out of something like vellum, I think, and then you put a tea light, like a little candle inside, and you can put it out on your table if you're having a nice summer dinner or supper outside, or in your driveway, just to brighten things up. So they're really, and I guess you can decorate them. I'm thinking that's probably the idea. And they've got fireworks and things on the side. And then what they also do sometimes is it's a bit light. I don't know if you can see. And I forgot to order mine. There's an add-on kit that you can get. Sometimes they do this also a couple of times a year. So if you're a subscriber, you can, for $10, when the paper pumpkin is $22. So for $10, you can purchase this add-on kit that has 24 more card bases and envelopes. And I don't know if you can see, but the cards, it's a bit pale, but the cards are really pretty. They've got like this kind of watercolorish look to them, and then the envelopes are all lined and all different colors to match the cards. And so you get 24 card bases and envelopes for $10. So I think that's about 40 cents a card. And then I guess there's enough embellishments and things left in your paper pumpkin kit to decorate at least 20 of the cards. So that's a really good deal. So you're not only getting everything in the paper pumpkin kit, but you can also make these additional 20 plus cards. So that's a really good deal. So you need to sign up by the 10th, and I will post the link where you can go to sign up when I've finished. And if you can use that link and not just go to the Paper Pumpkin website, if you do go through me, I'll be able to see that you've subscribed, and I'll be able to stay in touch with you and make sure you know what's coming up from month to month. Because if you want, you can skip a month if you don't like the sound of it, or if you need to get caught up on a few months. So if you subscribe under me, I'll send you a thank you note, and I'll be able to stay in touch and let you know what's going on with Paper Pumpkin. So that's that. Let me put that to one side. Oh, let's do giveaways. And so last week were these lovely little sequins that are sticky backed in 4 different colors and different shapes. And the winner, oops, let me see, I'm just trying to follow myself on my iPad. There we go. The winner of last week's was Leona McAdams. So Leona, congratulations, and if you would send me your address and I'll get these off in the mail to you. And then this week's, oh, excuse me, I've got a frog, are these really beautiful. They're called Designer Elements, and they're in 3, these are retired now, but I was sad when they retired because they're really beautiful, and I had a packet left. So they come in 3 different colors, in gold, silver, and copper. And they're metal, and they're really pretty. So the hi Cynthia. So this is the giveaway for this week. So make sure you comment and like my post. If you do both, then you'll go into the drawing twice. And I just do a random drawing. So that's the prize for this week. So what else? Oh, I know, I have something very exciting. So Paper Pumpkin, and let's see, what else have I got going on this month? I've got my card kit in a box, which is out right now, so I can't show you the cards, but if you scroll up to earlier posts on my Facebook page, you'll see the pictures of the cards. They're all using a stamp set called By the Dock, and if you click on the link there, it tells you all about how you can how you can make those cards. Oh, excuse me, I normally bring in a glass of water and I forgot today, so I'm going to be croaking my way through, I think. So anyway, what I've got in front of me, it seems like we just had a new catalogue, doesn't it? But now we have another one. Starting in August, we have the holiday. They're actually calling it the August to December 2020 mini catalogue. Now, normally when we have the holiday catalogue, it only is around for 4 months, September through December. And what people have been saying over the last few years is it would be really nice if it stuck around for a bit longer, because there's so many great new products in there, and then we just buy them, and then the catalogue is gone. So they're transitioning to a 6-month mini catalogue, which is really exciting. This year it'll be 5 months. It starts in August and will go through the end of December. And next year it'll be for 6 months. So unfortunately, I'm not allowed to show you inside. I can just show you the cover. I've ordered a big stack of these to give out to my customers. So if you're a regular customer of mine, you will be getting one anyway. But if you're not and you would like me to send you one, they're completely free because they're much smaller. The annual catalogs, I have to charge you for shipping, but these ones are much smaller, so I would love to send you one if you don't have a demonstrator. And it's full of all kinds of lovely things. And what I thought I would do is I would give you a sneak peek of a couple of the papers because I'm going to be doing another paper share. I did this for the annual catalogue, and basically you get a sample of every single paper in the new catalogue, and I'm going to do one for the ribbons this time too. It was very popular last time, and people have been asking me, are you going to do it again for the holiday catalogue? And yes, I am. So I thought I'd show you. I just got an order today, and I pre-ordered a few things, but this is one of the papers. It's called Gilded Autumn Specialty Designer Series paper. So I thought I'd give you a little sneak peek. So let's see. So this one has gold on one side, so hopefully you can see this all right. So this is kind of green and gold, and then it's got lovely kind of wheat and leaves on the back. So that's that sheet. And then look at how pretty this one is. Acorns and leaves in gold and copper. I don't know if you can see the shine. I'll move it around, hopefully you can. And then this one is kind of like this on the back. So it's usually gold on one side and then plain on the other. Oh, look at this one. I haven't looked through this yet. Oh my gosh, this is really pretty. It's kind of like a reddy orange color, and then it's just this beautiful gold. Really pretty. Woo, look at that. And this is like that earlier one, but it's all gold and copper again. So pretty. This is going to be so beautiful. Oh, and stripes. I love stripes. This is going to be so pretty on fall cards. Oh, and I love this color. This is like mint macaron. Look how shiny again. Really pretty. What's this on the back? Oh, it's like a dog tooth check. And pumpkins, the last one. So really pretty again. It's like that kind of reddy orange. I'm not sure what color that is. Is it Cajun Craze maybe? And gold pumpkins. So pretty. So I'm looking forward to making some. And we got kind of just a neutral speckled background. Speckled one on this, the back of this. So I'm looking forward to making some cards with those. And then that's one of them. So that one was called Gilded Autumn. And then let me show you one of the Christmas papers. Oh, so exciting. Yes, very pretty paper. Hi Diane, hi Scotty. So this one is called Wonder of the Season Specialty Designer Series paper. So let's look at this. I just saw the top of this, the first page, so I haven't looked at this yet, but I thought my order just arrived. In fact, that's what Tally was barking at. So I grabbed them out of the box to show you really quick. So this is, again, foiled on one side and plain on the other. So this is fun. It's got like little ads from like an old newspaper or something. It's pretty gold. And then on the back we've got writing like from a book. When the children came near to pick them, they found no leaves at all but brown teddy bears with their arms and feet outstretched. So cute. So this would be really fun for cards or maybe scrapbooking if you like scrapbooking. Oh, and look at this one. Oh, so this is the same, but with foiled red. Beautiful. And then we've got, recipes on the back. Santa's hot chocolate, holiday fruit cake, Schwarzwurzel Ingrasupa. Whatever that is, some kind of soup. Nuage du Pôle Nord sur sa banquise. All different salt dough for handmade ornaments. So that's fun. Another red one. Letters to Santa break all-time record this year. Kind of articles from a newspaper. So again, fun for cards. Or a lovely script on the back. Or if you're a scrapbooker, this would be so fun to do a Christmas scrapbook. Or recipes, red foil again. The same recipes, but I think we had it in a different, different recipes actually. Mrs. Klaus's cheese fondue. And some stories and poems on the back of Visit to Santa Claus Land. So fun. Oh, and then another, this is beautiful gold. More kind of articles from a newspaper. What's on the back of this one? Stories and poems. So some of them are duplicates, but they're in different colors. And then this is gold, smaller text that would be fun for a card. And on the back we've got black and white. So a lot of it's kind of similar, but all different color, different color foils, red, silver, and gold. So really pretty. So this one was called Wonder of the Season Specialty Designer Series paper. So how fun is that? So that's just a little sneak preview of a couple of things from the holiday catalogue. And as I said, I'll be doing a paper sampler that you'll be hearing about soon. So stay tuned for that. All right, let's talk about this card kit. So where's my catalogue? Oh, here it is. So this card kit is on page 8 of the annual catalogue, and Stampin' Up! Has a number of different card kits. Let me back up a little bit to page 7. So these two are fully inclusive, where they have the stamp set and the inks and everything included. And then the one that I'm going to be focusing on today is called Gorgeous Posies, and I just love the colors in this and the sentiment, so pretty. So this is called a project kit. So you buy the kit, and then it doesn't include the stamps or the inks. So you purchase them separately if you want. But you can pretty much make up the cards without the stamp set. You just need the sentiments, but I'll show you that later. So it tells you what inks, what ink colors coordinate with the kit, so that you can buy those if you don't have those colors or if you don't have something similar. And then here's the stamp set, which has some very nice sentiments that you could definitely continue to use once you've made up the kit. So the kit is $32 and you get 16 cards. So that works out at $2 a card. And you'll see they're really beautiful cards. And then the stamp set is $19. So the nice thing is if you order these both this month, you'll be eligible for $5 bonus bucks. So all this month, all the month of July, for every $50 you spend, you get $5 back to spend in August, and you can spend that on stuff from the holiday catalog. So let me put this aside and show you. So this kit comes in this beautiful box, which has this little fastening. I don't know if you can see. And let's open it up. So you could make up the cards and put them back in here and give them as a gift, or you could just use the box, you know, to store them while you're using them, or it would make, the box itself would make a lovely gift. So you get some ribbon and some twine, and you get plenty so that you'll have some left at the end. And then let's take out, okay, let's see if I can get everything out here. It's the instructions, and here's the rest of the, put the box to one side. So let me show you what the cards look like made up, and then I'll show you everything you get in the box. So these are the 4, oops, that one's upside down. These are the, so you get 16 cards, 4 of each design. So there's one for a very kind and thoughtful friend, get well soon, and then celebrating your day. Let's see, make sure you can see all of these. And wishing you comfort and peace at this time. Should maybe cut those a bit shorter. So let me move them up a little bit. So this is the 4th one, wishing you comfort and peace. And this is celebrating your day. So they're all really beautiful. And the only thing you need the stamps for to make up the kit is the sentiments. Now they have you use a different color ink for each card, but you could definitely use the same. This is a pink, but there's a dark, this is Blackberry Bliss. You could definitely use this on all 4 cards, and it would, you know, because the colors are all the same running through all 4 cards. So you don't necessarily have to buy all 4 ink pads. And if you had some sentiments, some stamp sets with sentiments that would work on these too, you wouldn't necessarily need to purchase the stamp set. So let me show you what else, everything that comes in the kit. And so you get this package of twine and ribbon that I already showed you, and then these are all the card fronts. So you get 16 of those, and then here's all the card bases. So obviously you get 16 of those. And then lovely envelopes that match 16 of those. And then you get all of these tags for the sentiments, or the labels for the sentiments, and you get extras. You actually get 6 of each. So you're going to have 6 times 2. You're going to have 8 extras at the end once you've made up your cards. So you can use those on additional cards. And then here's all the little flowers and leaves that you'll punch out to put on the cards, and you'll get extras of those too. So that's everything. And then of course you get the instructions that are easy to follow. So what I'm doing, my customers have been asking me, what are you doing this month? Are you doing any kits? So what I thought I would do this month is, if you purchase the card kit, and then you have the option to purchase the stamps if you like. If you purchase them through me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you as a gift a card kit to make 4 more additional cards separate from the kit, and I'll give you those as a free gift as a thank you for buying the kit. And then what I'm going to do is you'll get written tutorial for those cards, and then I'm going to do a Zoom class. So that's optional, but if you buy the kit, you can join me on a Zoom class and we can make up the cards together. I can show you some tips for making up the cards from the kit. and then I can walk you through making up my cards too. And as I said, if you buy the stamp set 2, then you'll get $5 back for bonus bucks in August. So, and you'll get the cards, the extra cards, free from me. So I think that will be really fun and nice and easy to do, but still fun. I know some of us we're kind of still in lockdown here. I know things are pretty bad in California, so we're going to need things to keep us busy for a while longer for sure. Here is let me show you the stamp set, and we're going to make a quick card using this today too. So the stamp set has lovely sentiments that you could definitely use, keep using, and then it has some flowers on here too that we're going to use on the card. So that's the card kit. I think that will be really fun, and it'll be fun to Zoom together and make up the cards together. But if you don't want to join me for the Zoom, you can still have the instructions. Yeah, I know it is a pretty kit, isn't it, Scotty? You were commenting earlier that you liked the colors, and I love them too. So let me show you the card that I made, or one of the cards that I made. I'll show you some more later. But let me show you the card we're going to make today is this one. And let me grab, so this is a get well card. It seems like these days I need mostly thank you cards and sympathy or thinking of you cards or get well cards these days for some reason. So I use a lot of thank you cards because I send thank you cards to my customers, and then it just seems like we need lots of get well and sympathy cards these days. So let's make this one today, and we're going to use the stamp set, and let's get started. So to start with, get all my pieces here. So this piece here is I die cut using these stitch rectangles. So this is the set that they come from. It's the small one, and you get absolutely loads in here. It's a great set that I've used over and over again. You get lots of different sizes. Some are, you know, long skinny ones and short fat ones. I'm going to break out into the worm song in a minute. Long, thin, slimy ones. Anyway, never mind. So this is the one that I used. I think it's the second or the third largest. And I die cut just a piece of white. And then the first thing I'm going to do, I don't know if you could see on this one, but the sentiment, so normally doing a card like this, I would probably use a slightly bigger sentiment that would really stand out. But what I did is I heat embossed it, so it does stand out quite a bit. And I saw I was inspired by another card I saw on Pinterest, not Stampin' Up, and it kind of gave me the idea of doing this. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to stamp the sentiment very lightly, just so that I know where it goes for when I stamp my flowers. So I'm using my Stamper Artist, my stamp positioning tool, and I've got my Stampin' here already lined up. And I think I've shown you before, but you can put it onto your card where you think it should go and pick it up with the lid, and then you can stamp it once onto the grid to make sure that it's straight, and that way you can adjust if you need to, and then when you're ready you can put your cardstock back in and you're ready to stamp. So I'm going to stamp just lightly for right now, or maybe one time, with my Memento Black, like that, and then I'm going to come back a little bit later and heat emboss it. And the nice thing is, if I leave the stamp in my stamp positioning tool, then I'm going to be ready, you know, it's going to be stamping exactly the same place. Get my chamois and wipe that off. You can see I've got one of my other stamps in here from one of my other cards that I'll show you later. So the nice thing about the stamp positioning tool is this pops up and you can just turn it round, and then you've got another stamp ready to go. So I'm going to put that off to one side and we'll stamp our flowers. All right, so let me get all my stamps here. Now the colors we're going to use today are Highland Heather. Let's see, bring in all my inks. Let's see, I need Highland Heather for the flowers. So I'm going to open everything up. Highland Heather. Let's see. And then I'm using Just Jade, which is one of our new in colors. And that's for the leaves. And then Blackberry Bliss, which is going to be the center of the flowers. And Blushing Bride, which is going to be the little berries. All right. So I'm going to start off with Highland Heather. Now these so this is kind of like the opposite of last week. Do you remember last week's cards, the layering cards that were a little tricky? You had to have 3 different stamps. This is like the opposite. If you like the ease of putting the kit together, you're going to love this, because this is like layering already built into the stamps. They're what are called distinctive stamps, and they look like you've stamped two stamps onto your card when you've really only stamped one. So you'll see what I mean when I stamp it. So I'm going to stamp this one up in this corner, and it will lighten a little bit as it dries. Do you see what I mean? How it looks like you've am I off the camera a little bit? Let me move up so you can see. See, I can hold that one up. See how it looks like that you've stamped 2 different stamps. And I'm going to stamp one down in the right. And I'm going to go more to the right than I did on my... There we go. So that's all for that one. Where's my chamois? So that's the flowers. Now, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a bit of masking, because I want my leaves to be kind of look like they're coming out from behind the flower a little bit. So what I did was I stamped, you can buy this, this is like a post-it note, but it's sticky over the whole thing. And what I did was I stamped my flower onto here, and then I actually peeled off 2 sheets so that I've got 2 flowers, and I just cut them out both together. Now if you don't have this, or if you don't want to buy this, you can use a regular post-it note and just make sure that you get the sticky part, so that it'll stick down onto your card. Or you can just use typing paper and put some temporary adhesive on the back. You want to make sure that it's very thin paper, so that it doesn't interfere with your stamping too much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay these, figure out where, let's see, that's the skinny bit right there, so I think it goes like this. And when you're cutting out your mask, you want to make sure that you cut just inside the line so that your stamped impression will get nice and close up. Your stamp that you're going to stamp over the top will get close to the one underneath. Let's see, where does this one go? You have to figure out how it lines up. There's one kind of skinny leaf, skinny petal, and that's what I'm kind of going with there. Let's see. All right, so now I'm going to bring in my leaf, which I'm going to do in Just Jade. Now what I did notice is, because the way these are designed, they're quite thick stamps, and they still, I don't know why it is, but they still leave a little bit of a gap. You'll see what I mean. My stamp, and let's see, I need some paper. I'm going to borrow this. I don't want to go off onto my table. So I'm going to stamp this one, let's see, right here. And you see, you still get a little tiny gap, but that's okay. That's fine. And then I'm going to do this one kind of like this. And you can use these masks over and over. You can see I've already used them a little bit. And then down here I'm going to go in right here. Oops, I've got a little speck. That's all right. And I'm going to do one like this. And then I'm going to do a third. In this card, I only have 2 and 2, and I think I'm going to do 3 leaves from this one, just so that it doesn't look so kind of symmetrical. I'm going to do a third one here like that. Okay, so those are my leaves. All right, and then I'm going to, while the mask is still on, I'm going to do the little veins through the leaves. So I'm going to use my black actually for that. So let's pull in my, oh, am I off screen again? Uh-oh, Scotty says all she could see is the ink pads. Sorry about that. Let me move the ink pads to one side and we will move up. Sorry everybody. Is that better? All right, so now let's do these veins, and we'll just do them while the mask is still on. And these are super easy to layer. It's not like I said, it's kind of the opposite of last week. These are very easy. I love the ones last week, but they were definitely something you needed to practice a little bit and a little bit more time consuming. These are very quick to do. So there we go. So that's that black. I'm going to leave the black open for right now. Now I'm going to take off the masks. Oh, actually we can do our other little flowers. Let's do those first. Oh, the little berries. So those are going to be in Blushing Bride. So just do a few random ones of these. And I like to have some kind of going off the edge of the page, edge of the card a little bit. And I want one more because I want to do an odd number. I don't like having an even number. So where shall I put the last one? 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe, oh, maybe right. Oh goodness, I don't know. Maybe right here. No, 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 no. Maybe right there. I get all stressed about. I'm not very, you know, I don't really know what I'm doing in terms of art and design, so I just kind of do whatever I think. But I get a bit stressed out about where, like when I'm putting the gems on, I get stressed about where to put them. So now we'll take off our mask. This is always a fun part. And then you can see how the leaves look like they're coming from behind now. All right, and then all I need to do now is just the insides, the centers of the flower and the centers of the berries. So for the centers of the flowers, I'm going to use Blackberry Bliss, which is a nice dark kind of purple. And just in the middle there. And I'm going to rotate my stamp just a little bit so they don't look exactly the same. And then I just need the centers of the berries, and I'm going to do Blackberry Bliss again. And these, there's not really a right and a wrong way. I don't think. You just need to get them kind of lined up with the 3 berries there. And then one there, one at the top. Oop. Like that. Beautiful. And so quick. Just took a few minutes. All right, so now I'm going to do so let me close up my ink pads really quick. And, oh, hi Kathy. How are you? Thanks for joining. All right, this is the last one. So now I'm going to go back to my Stamparatus and we'll do the heat embossing. So let's put this back in here, the magnet, and because we're putting it back right into the corner, I know when I stamp again, it'll stamp in exactly the same position. Now we used to sell a black embossing powder and we don't anymore. And black embossing powder can be a bit tricky actually because it's, you know, the black dust kind of can get everywhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink up some more in black till I get a really nice kind of dark impression. That's good, I think. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp over the top with my Versamark ink. Which is a clear sticky ink, and then I can put my embossing powder over the top. So this is my Versamark. This is what it looks like. You can use it as a watermark stamp. If you stamp onto dark cardstock or any color cardstock, actually when it dries it'll just leave a a pale image like a watermark. So now I'm going to stamp that, and I'm going to stamp it one more time. The nice thing about this too, doing clear embossing powder over the top, is that if you're not quite spot on with the stamp positioning, it won't show. So now I'm going to get my clear embossing powder. This would look really nice with like a bigger sentiment too, a nice big bold one. And then I'm going to use my heat gun, which is right here. So it's gonna make a noise for a minute. Going to let it warm up just a little bit. And then you'll see it turn, hopefully. Ooh, my hand's getting hot. There it goes. Now I'm going to heat emboss it one more time because I want the sentiment to really be big and bold, you know, nice and kind of raised and three-dimensional. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it back. It doesn't matter that it's warped a little bit. I'm going to put it back in my Stamparatus. And I'm going to make sure that it cools down really fast. I'm going to stamp it one more time. Put it back in my heat embossing powder. And emboss it one more time real quick. So a noise again. So I don't know if you can see, I'm going to try and hold it up under the camera, but I've got a really nice, smooth, kind of raised lettering there. So it really will stand out on the card. Right, all we've got to do now is assemble it and we are done. So I'll put the measurements, I don't remember the measurements of the card, but this is basically about 1/8 of an inch bigger than this white piece. Get my adhesive. What I'm finding with this, I'm going to move it up, new adhesive, is that you need a really light touch. Hold it almost flat to the paper and then just flick off a little bit at the edge, and then it works really well, and I really like it. But it just takes a bit, there's a bit of a learning curve to using it. Let's see if I can get this on straight. And then I'm going to boot. Now, shall we do, I bought 2 card bases, because the last one we did with just Jade. So I thought I might do Hein and Heather this time. Yeah, let's do that for all change. And then we can compare and see which one we like best. I'm going to stick these on. Just do 5, but when you put them on you could use a couple more if you like. Okay. Let's see, I'm gonna have to see if I can do this without getting my head in the camera. Right, and now we'll just put on some little silver pearly things, if I can find them. Where are you, pearly things? Oh, here they are. Get my scissors. So, let's see. I'm just going to do my standard 3. Some of the cards I did more on. I'm just going to do my standard 3 on here. Otherwise it's too stressful where to put them. All right, so let's see. Let's bring back in the other one, see which one we like. Oh, that's not the other one. Where's the other one? Here it is. see which one we like best. So what do you think? Jade or Highland Heather? Just Jade or Highland Heather? I like my positioning of the flowers better on this one. I kind of wanted more of a diagonal look and they were a bit too close together. So I like the positioning. So which one? Hi Mary. Which one do you like best? I don't know, I like them both. I kind of like the Highland Heather, I think. So that's those ones. Let me show you some others that I made quickly and then we'll be done. So, and I did another, let's see, let's bring all these in. So here's another one that I did kind of similar. So this is just a completely different color scheme. This was Daffodil Delight, Pumpkin Pie, and Pizzazz, and then Soft Suede for the leaves, for the same sentiment. So that's those. And then here's a different card style that I did. This is the one I posted on Facebook earlier. So what I did, I'll just show you how I did this. It's really easy. What I did was I took, in fact, you can see with my, I have like a couple of ones that didn't quite make the grade or I haven't finished them yet. I can show you. So what I did was I took one piece of paper, cardstock, and I did my stamping. And what I did is I stamped my sentiment first and I lined it up. So what I did is I lined up my blank piece of paper before any die cutting, and then I had a blank one of these that I laid on the top and centered it, and that way I knew where to position my sentiment. And then I stamped my sentiment, removed the die cut, and then stamped my sentiment on just the plain white. Then I did all the rest of my stamping, my flowers, and then I die cut the center out. And then you just take, once you've done that, then you just take a matte layer that matches your cardstock that's a little bit bigger, and pop this up a little bit, and it gives it some kind of dimension. And yet your flowers still all line up. I really like how that looks. So there's that one. And then this is a more muted one that I feel like needs a little something. I'm not sure. Needs a little something else maybe. And then, and then I did a landscape one with the different sentiment with the yellows and greens again. So anyway, that's all the cards. Let's put them all out here. So I'm not sure whether any of these cards, I haven't designed the cards for my class yet, for the card kit class. I'm not sure whether any of these will be, I'll probably do 4 different ones, but now you'll have even more options. You'll have these ones that you can make if you purchase the stamp set, and then you'll have the 4 cards that you can make when you buy the kit. So you can, to buy the kit, you can just let me know and I'll order it for you. Or if you want to go online and order it yourself, you can do that by going to stampinup.net and putting in the host code. And let's see, I think that's about it. Don't forget to like or comment on my video so that you go into the prize drawing. I hope you enjoyed today, and thank you all for joining me, and I will see you back here same time next week with another card. Bye for now, everyone. Have a great day.